What's going on YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today of XRP. Right now we're sitting at about 24 cents. I had 4 or 5 things I want to share with you, and I think they're important. And I also wanted to point out that Ripple may have just struck another partnership. And when you're in this space and you're looking for price moves and you're looking for good things happening with the adoption, because that's what we need in this space, that's exactly what you want to see. Real use cases, real world situations coming to pass and getting these partnerships just like they had with MoneyGram. So this is the stuff you're looking for, guys. And what I want to do today, I want to go over the Fibonacci level we're sitting at right now, the trend line. We're going to talk about volume a little bit. We're going to get into that article and also how we need to get back over top of that 200 moving average and that 50 moving average where we had that golden cross. We're at a weird spot. We just had a golden cross, but now that golden cross is acting as overhead resistance. So we're going to dig into all this, guys. If you get some from these videos, you'd like me covering XRP, let me know down low. Have you been in a position? Are you looking for a position? Are you just being patient right now? What are you doing with this? Are you trading it? Are you hodling it? I'd love to hear down low. So what we're going to do first is get into all the technical analysis, then we'll get into that article. When I'm looking at the technical analysis, remember, everything's based off Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's going to move up, a lot of the times XRP is going to move up and vice versa. If it goes down, it's going to go down. What we're looking at right now, though, if we're just taking the chart for what it is, you can see we had that big head and shoulders pattern, and then we broke through the neckline, and that was about 27 cents. We had this really big fall. We lost the 200-day moving average. We also lost that 50 moving average just after we had that golden cross. So that is an odd thing to have happen. But what I've been looking at and paying attention to is this white trend line, and so far it looks like we are holding this white trend line. We've had about 5 touches off it right here, where we've had a big battle between the bulls and the bears over that area where they're just fighting back and forth. And what I'm looking at today is to have a nice candle close basically where we're at. If we could hold where we're at, that would be a nice candle close. It would be a bullish engulfing candle. So that's a nice strong candle off of this trend line. And then what we would need to do is get back up above this 0.618, because we retraced so hard, we actually fell between that 0.618 and that 0.786. So kind of that no man's land right in there. So we need to get back up above the 0.618 and have that act as support so that we can then get over top of that 200-day moving average. And what I don't like about that is the fact that we were trading from February 3rd. We finally broke up above that 200-day moving average. You can see we ran all the way up to 35 cents. Then Bitcoin dumped. We dumped along with it, and we lost, just a huge amount, guys, almost 10 cents or more. And in percentage wise, that's a really big deal. So that's why you always want to protect yourself and take your profits when they're staring you in the face. But I do like the fact that we are supporting or finding support off this trend line right now. That is important. What we need, though, is a bullish engulfing candle like we're having here on heavier volume as the day goes on. We need the volume to pick up, because what we need is, when we pump in a bull market, we pump on heavier volume, and then the retracements, the volume dries up. And now what you're seeing is the opposite. In a downtrend, you're seeing heavier volume in the downtrend, then our reaction is having less volume, and then our push is down. So those impulse waves to the downside are carrying heavier volume, and then our reactions, we have less volume, as you can see in here. So that's a sign of a downtrend. So we need to break out of that. We've been in that shorter term, almost into that intermediate term downtrend. If we make it past 3 weeks, we're not quite there yet. This really happened fast in about 2 weeks or so. But we're looking to see if we can get a strong reaction, start getting over these key areas of that 0.618, up above that 200 moving average and up above that 50. We don't want to continue trading below those. But now we're getting into that area where we're having a squeezing effect, where we're either going to break down through this trend line, and then we could be looking at areas down around 21 cents, even down to 20 cents, or we could pop as we continue to squeeze here in this uptrend and continue to put in these higher lows. We could squeeze and have a nice move to the upside where we start breaking over top of these levels and we start going back around 26 cents, and we look up around 28 cents, then up around 30. And remember, each overhead resistance, you want to break through it and have it become support. That's what's so important. And also watching these volume levels, guys. That's very paramount when you're looking at this stuff. Pay attention to the volume, because it can confirm the price action a lot of the times. Okay, so really look at that. Next thing I want to do, and we're up 5.28%. So we just need Bitcoin to continue to go like this, and we need a nice strong candle close. This candle's not going to close for another 8 hours, so there's a lot that can happen. Right now it's 11:17 a.m. Eastern time for me. It's March 2nd, 2020. So next I want to get into this partnership. It's just a very quick one here. It says Ripple strikes partnership with major UAE bank. And this is by Alex. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, but there it is right there. And this is U.Today, Ripple strikes partnership. And what it talks about here, the NBF, the National Bank, joins the RippleNet network to improve cross-border payments for its customers. Blockchain company Ripple recently inked a partnership with Dubai-based National Bank of Fujura. Guys, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. We'll just call it NBF. According to its official announcement, by joining the RippleNet network, the bank will allow its customers to perform nearly instantaneous transactions. So think about that, sending money cross-border like that instantaneously. So that's a really big deal there. NBF CEO Vince Cook says that there is a need for innovative ways to improve their service in an age of rampant digitalization. Blockchain, the technology behind Bitcoin, allows managing cross-border payments in a seamless and frictionless manner. So, and we talked about basically last year, I believe it was, when we joined, back in January, Ripple's partner MoneyGram also expanded its presence in the biggest remittance market in the world with its EBIX Cash partnership. So, guys, the more partnerships that you have, I'm sorry here with the reading for that, but the more partnerships that you have and the more use cases that you have for XRP or for any of these cryptocurrencies, it's going to bring more value to it. We're still in the very early stages, so that's something that you definitely have to consider when you're looking at all these things, that we're still extremely early in all this. And if they're starting to get partnerships, that's a good sign. That's what you need, is actual use cases. So let me know down below what you guys are thinking. God bless each and every one of you. Take care today, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you get something from this. Take care.